neon sky, chicken pox moon, self-prescribed consequence, it'll all end soon. When good time lights of an omniscient glow, and disproving glance brought down the UFO. Is this how Christmas card strangers predict lackluster doom? With fast food fingers, God built this room. An exhausted love needs a cash crop curfew. The green bean bunny rejects top hats aplenty. Is this how it was when comfort was a gift and nothing was expected, no parlor tricks? So who forgives the sun shining too bright? If you give it a moment, well, that shade just won't feel right. If you meditate for months, you know, they'll let you carry a sword. Like a walking contradiction, someone's Martian boy, Lord. Late night picture show. Tell me how it was when comfort was a gift. Nothing was expected, no tricks. Thank you.
Welcome to WEFT Sessions. Once again, we have Tim McGee with us tonight. And would you mind reacquainting people with you?
Yeah, I front a band called Primitive Lights, and most of these are going to be Primitive Lights songs, past, present, and future.
Now, you know, I'm using the royal we here. I've played some of that, but I have not seen you in the meantime. So
yeah.
We've never actually gotten to talk about that, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I like it.
Thank you.
Happy we have a copy. There's not much stuff these days that we get a hard copy of in the booth, and those look handmade.
Oh, yeah.
They're
definitely
attractive. I like how even the shades of the colors vary from one copy to another.
Yeah, yeah.
So tell people about the release, or releases if there's more than one.
The one release, I think, is 2 years old now. It was engineered by both Brad Olson and Matt Wenzel, different parts of it, recorded in a garage in Monticello and Matt Wenzel's studio, Shangri-La in Urbana. And various cast of characters. It seems like we've had 100 people in this band since it started 3 years ago. But keep on plugging
And
away.
where were you playing before it ceased to be an option?
You mean other bands?
Venues.
Oh, almost a year ago to the day, we played at the Brass Rail. I think we played Rose Bowl, Iron Post. We played a festival in Urbana. I can't remember what it was. Oh, Rumble in the Jungle?
See, I want to say a couple of places that I saw you, and I'm realizing that the places I'm thinking of closed lot longer ago than you were a band. So
keep wanting to say Memphis on Main, Cowboy Monkey.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
That was Penny Horses. That wasn't Primitive Lights, but yeah.
I'm thinking even before that.
Yeah. No, I guess we really haven't played that many places in 3 years, but it seems like we have. I don't know.
I had a conversation with somebody about a week ago, and it was about what a shame it was that the venues in Champaign have closed because of COVID. And I said, well, they were closed before that.
Yeah.
I was going to Urbana for all the shows because WEFT Sessions was about the only show I could find regularly in Champaign. So I suppose that's a revisionist way of looking at it if it makes you feel better. But I guess if there's cold comfort in anything, it's that COVID didn't shut down shows that weren't happening already. So that doesn't mean we can't start them back eventually. But it would be remembering wrong to say that that's the only reason the shows wound down. And
Definitely.
I'm hoping if things ever get back to the way they were before, that maybe people won't take shows for granted as much. They'll prioritize them more because we used to have sort of a group ethic or mentality, positive peer pressure to get people off the couch and out to a show. Because how often do you say, boy, I'm really glad I didn't do anything tonight except watch a rerun, you know?
Right.
But
no, it was a beautiful thing, and it's really sad. It was sad before COVID. It's really sad now because now all I want to do is go see music.
Well, what I'm thinking is maybe at least people realize that it's not just something you can take for granted. It's something that can be snatched away from you for a year or more.
Longer, right. Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the big show that Ward Gollings was putting together has again been postponed.
Yeah,
The thing is, it said canceled, and he was very careful to say it's not that it's canceled, it's that it doesn't have a reschedule date because it's just too big an undertaking to. But I saw that news come through, I think it was last night, and while I was gutted about it, I was expecting it because it was soon enough that people needed to start making plans, and it's too soon really to be.
When was it scheduled for again?
Well, it was originally last May, and I think it got put off a year, and people were going to come from all over the place. Yeah. So, but as I've said before, I am grateful that we're able to do this on Mondays because at least it's music that's happening live and in person in a way. I mean, we mix it for the radio. But back to you. I didn't mean to hijack the conversation there, but that all seemed kind of relevant.
We could talk about that for an hour, Todd. I
could have you in the booth the second hour and we could talk about it, and then you could still get all your performance in.
It's a school night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes after this.
But thanks for reminding me about it, because you talked about your band before Primitive Lights, and you hadn't talked about Primitive Lights, and I wasn't putting the two and two together. When I can't see faces, I don't always make all the connections I normally would. So
like a lot of faces are hidden behind beards these days too.
Right, and the Primitive Lights CD doesn't have. It's not like there's a band photo on it. So every time I get it out, I think of the lights on it. I don't think of everybody all in formation. So anyhow, I think I said at the beginning of the show we weren't going to talk much, and here I go. So let me take a step back, turn it over to you. What do you want to do now?
I'll play. I got a bunch of songs to play.
Okay, I'll come back about 10:30. Let me just remind people, this is WEFT Sessions with Tim McGee. Really happy to have you here, and I'm going to shut up so we can listen to you.
All right. The song's about a little trip to Canada. Broken English, French perfume, Viceroy cherries, light the sky.
3mm Quebecois tone. That's what makes the accent dry. And here I sit at this table, sweating bullet in the glass, wondering how the hell I got here, and why the hell we didn't laugh. Leonard Cohen eating pizza. Brian Wilson takes his coffee black. The models in the cafe next door. Whoa, you know they're still too young to act. In a flat, the League of Justice, fighting to crime every day. Think I'll take my mind off to read this paper here, you know. Je ne parle pas français. Hey! Spike your poutine. The piece, my cut up heart. You know, I traveled 800 miles for this, my dear, and it was flawed from the start. Now I'm down by the river with a good friend, Gordon Gary. You know, things are going surprisingly great. In 2019, 1 minute speech was medicine. Oh, you know what medicine tastes like. I walked to New York, back from LA. I lived on a mountain and once by the bay. I bought an apartment and I slept in the hay. But there's no place that's softer than living today is just getting so bad. There's a look on your face and it says you've been had. Take all my money but don't make me mad, 'cause there's nobody meaner than I prayed to Buddha, to Allah and Jim. I turned to Jesus and stayed there with him. I fell in deep, but I learned how to swim, and there's nobody cleaner than me other than him. Brian Jonestown Massacre song. Well, thank you. I say just one word tonight, will it fill your mind with sins that your soul afire? Will it miss its mark without the spark, capsize the fire? If I take just one drink tonight, will it do the trick? Help me walk the line? Will it open up, swallow this town when I drain the boneyard dry? Well, I just keep my nose up when walking round, 'cause the bowl smells sweeter out on the town. If I were a dead man's show tonight, will I see the world like in familiar light? Will his old cologne penetrate my bones and leave me cracked and dry? I'll just keep my nose clean when laying down, 'cause the bowl smells sweeter on the ground. Yes, the bowl smells sweeter with you around. Well, I see a skeleton shrouded in whiskey, banging on the chicken while laying right next to me. Alone on a walk by the gateway to history, I see old skeleton bones. Well, I see a skeleton laying there glistening down by the railway track along the old dry street. One of the neighbors born like on a movie screen. I see old skeleton bones. Silent like an old goon, hit like pure speed, cold as any close touch, judge mystery. Hanging on a chicken while laying right next to me. Down on the rock pile, gateway to history. I see old skeleton bones. I see old skeleton bones. How did they get here? Have I been alone? I see old skeleton bones. Thank you. We seem to be lowering a little.
Yeah, that one's drooping. This is the wet mic.
Mm.
This is dry mic.
Well, we got one more left, and then we'll have to do a tuning change. It's a pleasure being here tonight. It's fun to play again. This next song is called Red Robe.
Build ourselves
Thank you.
Well, it is the bottom of the hour. I don't know if my mic's on. Yes?
Pardon?
Is my mic on?
I believe it is.
Okay. I didn't want to give a whole speech and then find out it wasn't.
I could hear you, Todd.
Oh, I figure in this room people can hear me, but I have been known to talk and find out that the mic was dead. So I wanted to welcome everybody back. Remind everybody they're welcome. This is WEFT Sessions here on WEFT 90.1 FM Champaign. And some news that's exciting to me. The listenership tracker has appeared broken. And it's finally working again for me. And we have a lot of listeners tonight.
Wow.
I have not been able to... I used to tell people, hey, you have a lot of listeners. And it's been, I don't know, many months since I could tell. And I wasn't just going to lie to people. But you have a lot of listeners. So either you did something right as far as promoting it, or for whatever reason, you have a lot of listeners. That's good.
Well, that's great. Thanks for listening. I think...
Oh, we should say who you are again.
My name's Tim McGee.
And do you want to say what bands you...
I currently play in Primitive Lights. I've also played in Rebecca's Songer Band, the Yoga Blacksmith, the Chemicals, the Falbenauts, our Landmark.
And you know, I think Neoga Blacksmith has a special distinction, which is I think they're the only band I missed on my own show twice. Because if I remember right, you guys always booked like the week of Thanksgiving, and I'm never in town for that.
I never made one of them either. I'm kind of a newbie.
Well, I just always feel bad if somebody books, and I mean, if they want to book without me, then that's their prerogative. But I don't want to bail on people. But I know in advance that there are just a couple of holiday weeks where if we have a show, you know, maybe I can listen to it. But that's always the idea, is that I'll listen to it and then, you know, I might be in traffic or something, and the radio there does not extend, or the radio here does not extend to there unless you have satellite. So, but I've already heard from people far outside our listening range tonight that are listening online. So,
really?
Yes.
All right. Maybe, live music isn't dead.
Well, it's in transition. It's like cicadas that are underground, you know?
Yeah. Every 7 years.
I thought it was 17, but I'm
damn.
hoping we don't have to wait that long.
Different for different brews.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so I think I will, again, swoop out of the way. I'll be back before your last song to kind of recap, and call me out here if you need me out here or want me out here at any time. In the meantime, I don't know if you want to shout out anybody in the audience, but...
I don't know who's listening right now.
Oh, I meant a little closer, but...
Well, Jess. Yeah, Jess is here, shaking her head.
Yeah, we have a limit now of 2 people, but you are not in excess of that limit, so may as well credit everybody who's part of the production.
Just happy to have one.
Yes. Well, I mean, +1 is kind of standard for...
Well, right. I think this is the least I've drank and been on one of these.
Well, that's good because, we have a policy that we don't show alcohol on the radio.
No one ever told us that until we showed up, it seemed like, but we were young and innocent.
Anything we can show on the radio, I'd be very interested, because that's a technology we have not explored.
Well, all right. We have technology.
That's not
There's
live.
technology in here. That's true.
That's for the Wednesday crowd, I think.
That's right.
We edit all that out. Oh, no, we don't. Of course we don't. You're getting the whole show. No, we never edit anything unflattering. Was that believable?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, I don't touch it, so it's true that I don't edit it. Whatever Jason does with it, that's his business.
And our lips will remain sealed.
All right. Back in 25. Thanks. Well, speaking of editing.
When I was young, could explain away the sun. Now the world's a Rubik's Cube.
couch my chariot, I rode it up a mountain. Now it's all red, greens, and blues. But if you die before I do, if you die, under a blood red banner we blazed a fire trail, without want for water. Trees speak language in a dialect of greens. When roots in the well, they grow stronger. But if you die before I do, there's no need to dig holes for two, 'cause I'll sink down to your grave. Just imagine money will save. surface. Soon they'll feast. Dawn struck awoke, dry sunken haze. Oil smells beautiful, unseen from space. Grace boats, they all make the finest comments. Tall in the eyes, she smiles and nods. Love came on quiet, like string out in the night, slowly bleeding out. All gods dance alike, born by one, born by one. We all join circle, born by one, born by one, born by one. We all see the colors, born by one. Right on time. Right on time. Who shines so bright? Who shines so bright to
does it mean? When I was young, I drove and thought, solved world problems without getting more. Nowadays, roads are scenery's not. Legendary stolen songs have all been lost. Take me home. Don't get caught. Take me away. Don't get caught. I can't explain all I feel. It's hard to say what it feels. La 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 we say okay when it's not. Turn the other way. Don't get caught. We collided that day. We both knew. Black eyed blue sky, my soul. Boy was frightened. Boy got high. When he dances, trouble gets lost. He'll take the road and he won't get caught. It's okay.
like to dedicate that one to
Meredith and Knox Foster, who I don't see enough. This next song's a cover by Nico Case.
I didn't want to interrupt the applause there. You're listening to WEFT Sessions with Tim McGee here tonight, and one more song after we talk. Is that right?
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the encore if there weren't one. So.
Oh, yeah, one more. We'll do one.
So, what do you want to say before this last song? What do you have coming up that you want people to look forward to that you can give a reasonable timeline for?
Second half of these songs are all new. Hopefully they'll be on the new whatever, whether digital or
I think
just in my head.
The new whatever should be the title.
Right. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's really nice to be here.
Do you want to give out any website or email or?
The first EP or full length or whatever it is, it's 7 songs. It's on Spotify and Bandcamp and YouTube and whatever. It's on all of them. So,
sounds good.
If you like this, you might like that.
Well, I would just say if you think of anything after this song, you're welcome to pop in the booth and we can give you a mic. But I now have the next hour of music prepared, so we won't have dead air afterward. We better not. And it won't be for lack of music. So stay tuned for another hour of local music. Potentially your requests. I don't think I've gotten any requests tonight, but I had some last week, and I still have a few to play, I think. So, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
sky does explode. With your heart racing, my hand does float. But don't worry, lady, those ashes will blow. When one star burns out, it helps light up our road. So dig in that old cow.
Thank you.